Now then, are you bored yet? Well, don't fret, because we've got a list of 14 films on Amazon that you've probably not seen. First up, Oranges and Sunshine, a bleak social realist drama directed by Jim Loach. I've already done a full review of that, so that's on there.
This man in a suit, he came to see me and he says, his mother's dead, you know, so how'd you like to go to Australia? The sun shines every day. You pick oranges off the trees for your breakfast. Now you're telling me that she might not have been dead after all.
With the very best intention.
They just want to know who they are.
Next up, a documentary called Who Killed British Cinema? Title self-explanatory.
Culturally and financially, we are in deep trouble.
British cinema was alive and well making films abroad.
We were the second largest film industry in the world.
That's just straight down the line theft.
I know you're going to cut this out, but still.
Number 3, The Ninth Configuration. An absurd, dark, philosophical comedy from the writer of The Exorcist.
Move it, you weirdo! No, I'd wish you'd douche sincerely. Watch your elbow.
Hey, Ma, throw down a quarter for the movies, please.
Damn thug. There's no color in the air.
What country is this?
The Bronx.
Toward the end of the war in Vietnam, an unusually high percentage.
Next up, A Sense of Freedom, a gritty prison drama from the early 80s from the director of The Long Good Friday. Definitely worth a watch.
You're coming with us.
Where's the judge?
James Boyle, you have been found guilty of a callous murder. I sentence you to imprisonment for life.
It's my life we're talking about.
Next up, The Acid House, a trilogy of strange, surreal tales from Irvine Welsh, writer of Trainspotting, featuring some of the stars from Trainspotting, and a fantastic soundtrack.
Right.
Next up, The Infidel, a comedy written by David Baddiel, which changes the plot of vice versa, so it's no longer a boy swapping with a man, it's a Muslim swapping with a Jewish person, and all the hilarity that comes along with that.
You were adopted at the age of 2 weeks.
Don't dare tell anyone.
What do you know about Jews?
They've got big noses.
Next up, Some Voices, an early noughties drama starring Daniel Craig, possibly his best performance. He plays a mentally unstable man who finds love as the world is falling apart around him. Also stars David Morrissey.
Got any orange ones? Any colour you like, except orange. I need an orange one.
Does this hurt?
No, it's nice.
Don't give up, do you?
Not really, no.
Now they know we're here!
Next up, Comrades, an almost forgotten epic by Bill Douglas. He's not that well known because he didn't make that much work other than this, and it's a 3-hour social drama about the origins of the trade unions.
Roll up, for don't you know it's Sergeant Bell and his Royal Rarey Show. Highly instructive for lads and lasses, ideal for the gentry and the labouring classes.
The law called them seditious conspirators. History has called them martyrs, who will be remembered so long as men are free.
We are talking about a union of farm laborers. Oh, this nonsense about illegal oaths, it's a trumped-up charge.
This is the best way to proceed. We have followed every letter of the law.
One law for the rich and another for the poor. The whole thing is a monstrous game with the cards stacked against innocent men.
You would be well advised to forget George Lovelace and his kind. No one wants to know them, and no one will remember them.
Next up, The Squid and the Whale by Noah Baumbach. I don't know how you pronounce it. Which is an art house dramedy about a novelist whose life is falling apart.
We're going to separate. I've got you Tuesday, Wednesday, and every other Thursday.
Well, what about the cat? The cat?
We didn't discuss the cat.
Next up, Reflections of Evil, which is absolute insanity. Just check it out. I can't even explain what happens. It's like a nightmare. It's just a nightmare. Watch it. You've never seen anything like it. Next up is Boy, the second film by Taika Waititi, who's just made Jojo Rabbit. I think this is his best film though. Jojo's not that good, but whatever.
Kia ora, my name is Boy, and welcome to my interesting world. My favourite person is Michael Jackson. Wanna see some Michael Jackson dance moves? I'm named after my dad. He's overseas doing some pretty important stuff.
Think you can handle having the Incredible Hulk for a daddy?
How long is he here for? Don't know.
Got a girlfriend?
There's this girl that really likes me a lot, but I don't know if I want to, get involved.
Well, don't get her pregnant, that's all.
Next up is Horror Hospital, something I remember seeing on TV in the 90s. It's completely mental. It stars Robin Asquith and Alfred from the Tim Burton Batman films, and he drives around in a Rolls Royce decapitating people and experimenting on turning into zombies. It's a Camp Hammer classic.
Take a walk into the future and see a movie 100 years ahead of itself.
Now, Frederick.
Test drive the car of the future and try out the Death Ship. Meet the computer killers.
Watch, Jason. These young people are completely under my control.
The computer killers, a new breed of humans.
It's no use, Jason. You won't get very far.
Steel brains, human bodies, programmed to kill.
I'll operate tonight.
See it all when you meet the computer killers. But for your sake, don't press the wrong button.
Next up, Borley Rectory, an animated documentary about the most haunted house in England. Creepy as out.
Ghostly figures of headless coachmen, a nun believed to have been bricked up within the walls that appears and vanishes mysteriously, a screaming girl at the window of the balloon room, and dragging footsteps in empty halls. The scene of the ghostly visitations is the rectory at Borley.
Next up, Repulsion, the 1966 Roman Polanski psychological horror. This is a great film to watch while you're in self-isolation. It scared the shit out of me, and I'm sure it'll help your sanity.
This is Cara LaDue, young, beautiful, desirable. Men found her irresistible, but something is happening to her. Something that she doesn't quite understand. And soon she will be swept up in a frantic fury of repulsion. Repulsion, a frightening film that takes the everyday world and distorts it.
And honourable mention to Bridget and Eamon. I'm not giving out awards here. Honourable mention to Bridget and Eamon. It's an Irish sitcom that seems to have not been seen by anybody outside Ireland, so now is your chance to check it out. If you like Father Ted, you'll love it.
Is this really your first time? Because you really know what you're doing. Go again, Bridget. Go on. I'm going! I'm going! Oh my God! Oh, I'm done in!
Bridget! I knew ye were having aerobics in this house.
All these films will be listed below, so just click there when you get bored and you want to see something a bit different, and we'll see you later.
Now then, if you liked video, then click subscribe. If you didn't like it, well then bug off.
No, don't really subscribe anyway.